Well, hello everybody. We're gonna continue with Greedfall, which I was playing last night. We finished the I don't know what you want to call it, the prologue, the opening chapter. Made it to the new world, and I'm over encumbered because I steal everything that's not nailed down in games like this. Pretty good game. Like I said last time, I've played this before. One of my favorite games of that year. I think it was 2017 or 2018 this came out. Played it through on PlayStation 4. Bought it again when it was re-released for the PlayStation 5. It was called the Gold Edition there. It contained the small DLC story expansion, which adds a couple hours of content. And I also always had it on PC. I just didn't play it on here because at that time I didn't have a PC that was capable of playing games like this because my PC was just so old. And due to the fact that there's a second game coming out, I decided to play through this again and stream it. So, although my gameplay and commentary is not the most exciting, I hope you enjoy seeing this game. So although you can't tell right now, I'm currently dressed as this faction, so they believe that I am a member of that faction. I am not, and you would not be allowed in this area without being disguised. Because they don't want you in their business. So this game has some gameplay elements, such as that. But we're gonna steal all the shit because in video games I'm a little thief. And then we're gonna go sell everything so that we're not over encumbered. That isn't usable. And then we'll move on. Get some of the story content.
I need a bit of practice.
God damn it. Alright. Oh, I guess I have some skill points I can spend. What do I have here? Oof, Riz. But I need some level 1 science stuff so I can blow some walls up. get up here and start going where we're supposed to be going. World map. Map. Merchant. Okay. Start with that because he's on the way.
Are your hats worn through? Is your hat out of style? Excellency, welcome back to my modest shop. It is an immense honor for me to be of service to such noble clientele. What might I do for you?
Settle. I can't remember if I need those for something. Well, they have no weight anyway, so that doesn't. They don't affect anything. What do I have that weighs? Get rid of that. I might need that. We can get rid of this. Keep that. Get rid of that. Keep all that stuff. Get rid of that.
Thank you for your visit. Welcome. It's such a... Have you seen it?
Oh. Ooh. You can get some pretty good guns
Thank you for
later.
your visit. See you soon.
Your Excellency, I hope that your cousin, our new governor, likes it here. Lady Morange has done amazing work.
Has she though? Like,
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need to be.
One arm of the... Greetings. You look if you're looking, and if you have a special...
have something crafted.
One armour that fits you like... Oh, it's a great...
What's he selling? Well, this is better than what I got.
One armour that fits you like a glove. We'll make it for you.
Alright. Let's check this here. It's my house. Ridge Alliance Embassy. Tavern. Okay. Probably go here first.
It's blocked.
Apparently nobody's home yet.
Bit of poison on my blade.
Then let's go!
Bandits are so stupid, they're waiting to attack people right outside of the frickin', like the coin barracks. The coin guard is like the police. this game. Although I would assume that that's mildly accurate because, you know, the police don't actually do their job, so there's that to consider. Back here. No. I'm trying to remember where all the stuff is in the game. Am I locked? Oh, level 2 lock picking. Okay. We'll get there eventually. That's outside city walls.
Poison on my blade. Let's go!
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
I need a bit of practice. I need a bit of practice.
Didn't I give myself one? Oh no, I gave myself science point. Alright. That should be everything. Let's go, let's go in here. There's like an underground fight club too in the bottom of the tavern in this town.
Well, I'll be damned, it's Captain Kurt.
Manfred! Still a quartermaster?
Always, as you can see. What can I do for you?
We've come to find you regarding the merchandise that Kurt was taking care of.
Ah, the commander's cargo, yes. I was told that had come in. And so he's got you working on this. Lucky Kurt. It helps to have friends in high places.
Is everything in order?
Alas, no. Our merchandise has been unloaded into one of those dock storehouses. They're well guarded. A little less at night, but in spite of that, we weren't able to get them back.
Since these crates are registered in the ship's manifest, make an official request.
The modification of the manifest might have fooled a quartermaster, but it won't fool the Port Authority. We'd have too many details to explain to them, and our commander would not like that.
What? Is he waiting for us to bring them to him then?
No, of course not. But Kurt needs to find the right storehouse, as well as a discreet way to get in. And he must also mark the crates that belong to us.
Why's that? They're already marked with an inscription.
Most of the men are illiterate. A coloured mark will stick out
Most
for
of
them
the
to
cops
find,
are illiterate.
but they need to be quick about it. They won't have the time to decipher a name.
I see. Well, let's see what we're able to do.
Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
I think I can get free armor in here.
My ship's being used to move your contraband, and now you want to sneak into one of our warehouses.
Kurt was given the order. If we want to help him, we don't have a choice.
I don't like this. But, since I've been sacked, Let's just say that this will be a little bit of revenge.
How are we to know in which warehouse we'll find this damn cargo?
I'm afraid we're going to have to take a look at all of them.
That won't be necessary. My entire cargo has been placed in the warehouse closest to my ship.
Yeah, this is the tavern. So opens up into a kitchen. There should be like a staircase somewhere. Oh, this is back of the coin barracks. Okay. Nope, there's nothing in here. This goes outside. Is there anything over here? Not anything worth our while. There we go. Here's something we could steal. Alright, well, I have to go to the restroom. And you guys are in luck. I now have a waiting screen. It's gonna be my first time using it. So, I will be back in a few minutes. I have not read Parable of the Sower. I have a vague idea of what it's generally about. Okay, yeah, I'll show you. Okay. Let's go. Is there more upstairs or what's this? Some shit over here. Gold coins just laying in a stack of papers. That's where I keep my gold coins too. Lockpick skill 2. Okay, come back to that later. And what's in here? A bunch of fucking nothing. What's level 2, okay. Come back for that later. So what, there's 3 chests in this building complex? And that's not openable. I think there's a quest event in there later. I think I might know what you're talking about, though. In terms of Parable of the Sower. I got 3 of them? Okay. That's right. Look at me stealing all this shit. Everything I could steal. Everything's not nailed down. Greedfall. Okay. I think I have to do this. Guard cape, sailor's cape. All the capes just give you extra charisma, it seems. Yeah. Craftsmanship 1. Chance of recycling higher. I'm gonna put that on because why not? Okay, I'll leave that on for now. It's part of the costume. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is go back to the main character's house because oh yeah, I don't mention that stats to that here yet. Put everything that I have in storage because why am I carrying it? That's stupid. My ability to sprint. Bridge lines. Yeah, there I am. Okay. Oh no. Oh no.
Atuai. Sien sradi dau quint. Da dagudach me in.
Attention, soldier!
Let me pass. I must see the chief of your village. Whatever could be so funny?
Now, who would you be to seek an audience with the governor?
I am Siora, daughter of Bladnid. My mother is Amal, the chief of our clan. I am here as an emissary of my people, and I must see your chief, your governor.
So you are a princess, then?
A what?
Let her pass! Your Majesty, I shall present you to the governor. Come.
Princess, Majesty, you are most confusing. But thank you for your help.
Swag. All right, let's put Kurt back. Relationship level, suspicion. Friendship bonus, craftsmanship. Yeah, she gives you a vigor bonus. Plus she uses magic, okay. This guy has poison on his blade, so I'm gonna put him... How do I remove him? Okay. Okay, I don't want to remove her from the team. I want her permanently on my team. Duh. Storage chest, that's what I'm trying to reach. So I can dump all this heavy bullshit in there. Lockpicking level 3. cannot store this item and I can't delete it? Then why does it have weight? Can I destroy it somehow? Like, how the fuck do I get rid of it? No, you idiot.
Greenblood, do you need
There
something?
we go.
I must leave you.
Okay, apparently I have nothing to say to him.
Desarde, can I do anything for you?
You seem to be mad at me for some reason. Do you still resent the fact that I called your ship a boat?
No, it has nothing to do with that. Nobility makes me uncomfortable. I'm sorry if I was rude.
I can't blame you. Most nobles are tiresome. I hope that I've managed to change this poor first impression of me.
You have? I was wrong about you. You are different. I should have realized that sooner. I hope you can forgive my manners. It was foolish of me. Did you want anything else?
How did you become a Nord?
As you may have guessed, I am sea-given. I was given to the Norts when I was a little child, for a reason I ignore. I think I was originally from the congregation, but I have no memory of my family. I took my first steps on the deck of a ship. That's all I can remember. Did you want anything else?
How did you become a Nord?
As you may have guessed, I was given to the... I think I took my first... Did you want...
I must leave you.
Onol Manawi, do you need something?
The first time you saw me, did you really think I was a native?
Aside from the way you dress, you resemble a native. I have never seen an Onol Manawi amongst the Renaigse before. Is it so surprising that I made this mistake?
No, I understand. And I hope that this singular appearance makes me more attractive to you.
Perhaps if your difference wasn't merely physical, but your heart is evidently the heart of a Renaigse. Anything else?
I've never heard you talk about your father. Who was he?
He was the Donegad of our clan. He died many cycles ago, but this memory is still painful. So we usually avoid the subject.
What happened to him?
He was killed as he tried to escape the lions who wanted to capture him. My mother never really recovered from it. This is one of the reasons why she decided to go to war. Anything else?
I must leave you. See you later.
Alright, now I can run full speed. All that bullshit back behind me.
Are your boots worn through?
It's blocked.
Is there something up here? That's where that hammer noise is coming from. There's gotta be a way to get back there.
No, these aren't the right crates. No, these aren't the right crates. No, these aren't the right crates.
Can I jump across here yet, or do I need two?
I need a bit of practice.
Damn it.
Here are the crates we've been looking for. It appears that one of them has been broken. It's full of weapons. This is strange. I thought we armed the guards on the island. I wonder what the commander is up to. Never mind. Let's mark these crates and be gone from here.
Oh yes, what could possibly go wrong? Smuggling weapons onto the...
Come closer, good people. The cure is
I need a bit of practice.
Hello, Your Excellency.
Perfect. I shall ask my men to follow the same path.
One of the crates was damaged. I was quite surprised by what I found in it.
Really? To be honest with you, the commander never told me what was in them. I received the order to deliver them as soon as Kurt accomplished his mission, without any further instructions. For what it's worth, I thank you for your help, and I hope you can accept this modest token for everything you've done. If you have another moment, Your Excellency, I would like to ask you for your help. We have a serious problem that I did not hear of until recently. A problem that concerns you closely.
I'm listening.
I was told that some of our soldiers have been extorting large sums of money from the town merchants, under the pretext of financing their protection.
Are you telling me that the Guard is extorting merchants in our city?
Indeed. Some merchants have been assaulted, and one of them has even been found dead.
I hope you don't intend to conceal this information. If my cousin learns of this...
Oh no, certainly not, Your Excellency. We intend to punish the guilty party with the greatest severity. But the merchants refuse to give us the slightest testimony. The Guard frightens them, and rightly so. We won't be able to put a stop to these crimes without outside help.
Count on me. I'll take care of it. No, thank you.
Oh, it's a great pleasure to see you again.
I'm currently investigating an extortion case involving the Guard. Are you one of the merchants who has been threatened?
No, not at all. I've never heard of this business. Someone must have lied to you.
Really? Come on. If you want these guards to be arrested, you need to talk to me.
I mean no offense, but you won't be able to do anything. And snitching don't end well. I want to hold on to my business. And my life. How about some new armor, Your Excellency?
I was told that someone found a merchant's body. Did you know him?
Of course. The town isn't that big. We all know each other here. Poor Renault. We found his body on the street by the port. He was beaten to death. One of his associates half-heartedly took over the shop.
Have the culprits been found?
No. Listen. Nobody wants to talk about this. We don't want any trouble. It's been months since it happened. An investigation's not gonna bring him back.
You are obviously a victim of these bandits. One of your people is dead. Yet you refuse to help me. Why?
It's precisely because one of our people is dead. Now, you can either buy something or let me get back to work. Because I am not gonna say one more word about this case.
The law of silence is at work. Nobody saw anything, nobody knows anything.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine. Sire, I am pleased to welcome you to the best wine and spirit shop in Tierfredi. If you're looking for something to accompany a fine meal, or for a gift for someone, you've come to the right place.
Thank you, but I'm not here for that. I was told a merchant had been found dead.
Really? Oh, I didn't know. No one told me about that. What was his name?
Come on, don't take me for a fool. You know very well who I'm talking about.
I don't? Really? I don't. So, what sort of wine would you like to pair your food with? You need something strong when eating game?
I'm conducting an investigation. Some merchants are being extorted by members of the Guard.
Are you sure? It's probably just a nasty rumor. Someone must have misinformed you.
Come now. I am the legate of the congregation. If guards threaten you, I could arrange protection for you.
Threats? No, I assure you.
You're obviously terrified. Don't you think it's better to tell me everything?
Listen, I've no desire to get into trouble. Please leave me.
But if you don't help me, you will never be rid of these guards.
I told you, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
Are your boots worn through? Is welcome. It's such. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help?
I'm conducting an investigation. Apparently, some merchants are being extorted by some members of the Guard.
Really? That's terrible, Your Excellency.
As legate, it is my duty to ensure the safety and well-being of the citizens of our town. So please, if you have any information...
I don't know anything. Really. I have only been here for a few months. My partner, who ran the shop before me, had a very bad encounter.
And you fear the same thing happening to you?
This is what happens around here. So I prefer to hold my tongue and do what is expected of me.
If you denounce them, we could end this and charge these men for their crime.
I can't take that risk. There are so many of them. Also, I would not be able to name them. Now, I would like to get back to my work. What we need is the money to return. Do you understand? We are very monitored.
I have a plan to stop the culprits, but I'm going to need your help. The next time one of these guards comes to squeeze money out of you, you must ask for more time. The man will threaten you, of course, and he will certainly bring his accomplices. But when they come back in full force to make you pay for your audacity, we will be there to apprehend them.
And if your plan fails, I'll end up like Renault. You don't understand.
And what if I gave you money to pay for it? If the plan fails, you only have to give them that money. They have no interest in getting rid of those who earn them so much.
You are not wrong. Very well. I will do what you ask of me. But for God's sake, when they threaten me, intervene right away.
Fear not. We will not let them harm you. When should they be returning?
It's hard to predict. Given their habits, I would say in 2 days, maybe?
Perfect. I will not fail you.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Oh yeah, there's also an in-game clock. Time only advances when you sleep or when you're traveling on the world map, I'm pretty sure. When you're in cities, the time doesn't change, I think.
You'll find all you need in it.
So let's check the map here again. Alright, I think it's time to go here.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine.
Hello, Your Excellency.
Here for dear.
Minister.
Your Excellency, it is always an honor. How may I serve you?
What exactly is your role here?
I am tasked with advising Governor Constantine about business matters, and I make sure that all business contracts are established properly and are favorable to us. I am responsible for setting taxes on goods based on their value, among other things. It is an exciting job that requires the utmost care.
Setting
Would you
taxing
like anything else?
is an exciting job.
That'll be all.
Goodbye, Your Excellency.
This guy's enthusiastic about taxes. I think there's a kitchen back here, yes. Servant's key to the governor's palace, alright. there's a ladder to something. Secret squirrel.
It's blocked. It's blocked.
Okay, so there's nothing over there, apparently. This is just where the laborers live in this not very opulent, shitty area with moldy wood walls. Interesting. Don't worry, everyone tuned in. There's a moral arc for the main character. Ah, I knew there was something down here.
There you are, dear cousin. What is this? Who is this amazing person in your company?
I am Siora, daughter of Bladnid, daughter of Meb. My mother is the Mal, the chief of our clan.
I am honored to make your acquaintance, Siora. This is incredible. You look so much alike you could be related. If you would allow me, Princess, I would like to confer a mission to my cousin. You need to visit the governors of the bridge and Teleme to give them my formal regards, that sort of thing, but also to discover what they've managed to learn. They've been here much longer than we have. Perhaps they've made some inroads to finding a cure for the Malachor.
Forgive me, Mal, but I have a request for you. My people needs your help.
I thought we might discuss matters together at leisure, but please, speak your piece.
The Lions, the Bridge Alliance and my people are at war. My mother has sent me to you in search of allies. I fear that without your help, our clan will suffer great horrors. We have already lost so many souls.
This seems a sensible request. You know, though, we cannot go to war with our neighbors.
Perhaps there is a way to negotiate a ceasefire. The time to see things more clearly.
Excellent idea. I would be completely lost without you. Go and parley with, the Queen, dear cousin. Try and put an end to confrontations for the time being.
I will come with you. It will take more than one person to convince my mother to lay down our weapons.
Perfect. Take Kurt along with you and anyone you feel useful. I've been told that the roads are not safe. Safe travels, dear cousin. And watch out for yourself. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you.
He's a little sus.
Cousin! What can I do for you?
Any news of your parents?
No. With the time it takes to travel to the continent, it's not surprising. But I don't miss them. My father's next letter will certainly be full of his usual disdain. As for my mother, you know her. She's probably too busy planning her next assassination to have noticed my absence.
Any news of your parents?
No. With the time it takes, my father. As for my... She's probably...
Any news of your parents?
No, my father. She's probably...
Oh, it's a submenu. That's why it's giving me
I'm
that
going
symbol.
to leave now. Goodbye.
Look out for yourself.
Locked. I don't have the key.
I don't have it. Oh. I wanted to go here, and then over here, right? No, did I already do that? Yes. Here. There we go. Constantine office key, there it is.
Locked.
Ah. Okay. We know where that goes. So we just open up a shortcut. Okay. I don't think there's anything to steal in this room. Steal in here? Nope, not yet.
Desade, do you have a moment?
Absolutely, sir.
Thank you for coming. I know that you're very busy, but I need your help.
I'm listening, sir.
This island is vast, and we only know a tiny part of it. As you know, your uncle has asked me to draw maps to facilitate the merchant's travels. Alas, I'm slightly too old to be roaming the paths, setting up camps here and there. So I'd appreciate it if, as you travel, you mark the places you deem to be safe on your map.
Very well. I will take care of it, Professor.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you. One more thing. Do you remember that gigantic creature that you defeated in Serene? Bringing a specimen to the city was obviously not a good idea. An accident was inevitable. But according to my sources, there are others of them on this island, and your uncle wishes to know more about them. I know that a scholar of the Alliance, Professor Serafedin, has also taken an interest in these creatures. I tried to contact him, but apparently he disappeared during an expedition to study them. Naturally, I cannot ask you to rummage through the entire island looking for him, but if you can find any trace of him, his studies on these giant creatures could be immensely useful.
Very well. If I find anything out, I'll let you know.
The road to knowledge is long and difficult, but this is the price of wisdom, Desade.
Alright. So. You might be picking up on the fact that the narrative is it's a kind of a slow burn. Takes a while to get there. Find the professor's notes. Campsites, okay. That's a long-term quest.
It's blocked.
Oh,
It's blocked.
there should be another building I can go into around here. Maybe it's this one. No, not that one. This one. There we go.
Good day, Lady Morange. Do you remember me?
Of course. Sir de Sardet, isn't it? I hope that you and your cousin have grown to like it here. But I have little reason to believe you have paid me a visit to exchange civilities. Can I be of service?
Ask about.
What can you tell me about New Serene?
It's a new city whose construction began not long ago. When I arrived 5 years ago, there was just a port, a fence, and some huts here. The businesses, the barracks of the guard, the palace, and all of the houses sort of sprung up from the ground. To see how impressive it is today, even if it is still far from its majestic mother, is incredible. Of course, with such expanse, all kinds of bandits, drunkards, and other lowlife have arrived. But I'm very proud of it, in spite of everything. I hope that your cousin continues this work.
What do you know about this island?
Much less than I would like. The land is still wild and extremely rich. Its soils are full of minerals, some of which are unknown to us. With regard to the flora and fauna, you've probably seen how different the creatures and plants are here. The islanders protect their land fiercely, and we cannot begrudge them that. When you see what we have done with our own, well, such a source of richness attracts greed.
You seem interested in the islanders.
As a matter of fact, I find their culture fascinating, but I can't say I know much about them. They are quite secretive and protect their cult and traditions from the curiosity of strangers. I know that their sages, they call them Donegada, are the guardians of their rituals as well as of the island. They have very strong links with nature and the creatures that inhabit it. They're also good healers. I could talk about them for hours, but you will learn more from the islanders themselves.
What can you tell me about the relations we have with other nations?
We play a difficult role, caught between these two enemy nations who are nonetheless our allies. The smallest action could tip the balance and draw us into their conflict. If I may offer some advice, be very careful. We do not want a war to break out here.
My lady, I have to go. Goodbye.
Now me, I'm gonna cause as much trouble with the Catholic Church faction as I possibly fucking can. But in the prologue, I increased my relationship with the Bridge Alliance by 3, and that's gonna help me a lot because I'm obviously going to take the native side, and that's going to piss the Bridge Alliance off, so that's going to offset the damage I'm going to do to that relationship. I think if I go back to my...
Atuoi! Can you help me?
Sure.
Bertir Tumad on Olmenawi. Why are you dressed like this?
Hello. I'm not one of your people. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
A legate? Is that someone important?
Indeed. I'm in charge of diplomatic relationships with other nations.
So you'll be able to help me. My chief sent me to trade some items with your village, but there are these Bod Irony who do not want me to set up shop here.
These what?
Bod Irony, the Ironbacks, the warriors who protect this village. Every time I come, they take my items without giving me anything in exchange. Please, I don't understand how things work here.
Very well. Stay here. I'll try to clear this up.
Adlo Redar on Olmenawi. May the earth always be sturdy under your footsteps.
Okay. Me doing quests for the native faction is always going to take precedence over everything else. Coin card, yes.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for...
I met an islander in the streets who was complaining to me about the guard's behavior.
Really?
It would seem that patrols have confiscated the goods he was hoping to sell several times.
Oh, I see. Indeed, I've been told about this man. The problem, Your Excellency, is that our orders are strict. Merchants who do not have a patent ratified by the Minister cannot sell their goods in the street. And since your islander doesn't have one, I doubt he even knows what it is, my men have no choice but to confiscate his knickknacks.
I see. Thanks for clarifying that. I'll talk to the Minister.
Is there anything else?
No, thank you. Minister.
Your Excellency, it is always an honor. How may I serve you?
I would like to talk to you about an islander who's trying to set up shop in our city. Since he doesn't have a patent, his wares get confiscated as soon as he receives them.
And you want me to provide him with the said patent? I would be delighted to show you the procedure to follow so that we may study his request. You'll understand that we cannot give an authorization without having determined the value of the goods beforehand. We must determine the tax rate according to this value, determine the best emplacement for this business. In short, these things take time. A lot of time.
Alright, we're gonna try to riz him up.
I'm certain that my cousin will be delighted to hear that our relations with the natives are progressing in a significant way. And he will probably be very grateful to the minister who helped their first merchant to set up shop in our city.
Indeed.
Yes!
I seem to recall reading a circular on the necessity of establishing good relations with the natives. We could accelerate things by leaving some formalities for later.
I would think so too.
Very well. In that case, here's the patent that will allow your protege to legally pursue his activity in the city. You should give him this copy. The other one will be kept in the archives. However, one of my representatives will visit his stall for the estimation and to determine the tax rate in accordance with the...
Thanks a lot, Minister. Looking forward to seeing you again.
Would you like anything else?
We don't need all that.
That'll be all.
Goodbye.
You came back! Something terrible happened.
What is it? I was just bringing you the patent you needed to set up shop.
The Bod Irony came back, and they took my cousin away. He came to bring us animal pelts and new objects from the village. But the warriors came back. They took everything he was bringing me. And they also took him. I don't know what they will do with him. Please, bring him back to me.
I don't see why they would have arrested your cousin, but I'll try to find out.
All right.
Want armor that fits you like a glove? We'll make it for you.
Time to fight the coin guard. Time to fight the cops.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
I've come to see you again to talk about the Islander merchant. I managed to obtain a license for him, but he informed me that while I was taking care of this, his cousin, who was making a delivery for him, was arrested.
I'm sorry, Your Excellency. Especially considering you've managed to obtain an official authorization for him. I'm afraid my men ran out of patience when they saw this hunter making deliveries for the merchant again. They wanted to confiscate his cargo, but the lad resisted, and he was thrown in jail for disorderly conduct. If you want to set him free, that's where you must go. Sorry, again, Your Excellency. I should have known you'd managed to obtain the necessary license for your protégé and told the patrol. Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
Okay. It's downstairs. Time to bust him out of jail.
Hello. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a prisoner. A native who should have been brought here recently.
You're a bit late. He was sent to fight in the arena.
In the arena? So this man was judged? Who pronounced the sentence?
Whoa there! Do you really think that we would organize a proper trial for a savage? He attacked some guards. He's lucky he wasn't gunned down right there and then. At least in the arena, he has a chance of survival since apparently he's a hunter.
This man was only defending the goods he was bringing to his cousin. And now he has to fight for his life.
I have no hand in this. I'm not the one who made this decision. They brought him here and then they took him away, that's all.
What did you do with the goods he had with him?
They got confiscated, put in the storeroom like all the rest. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Okay. Nothing in there. There's nothing in there either. Okay. Yeah, this is the quest you were talking about, Murrow. Okay. Time to bust them out.
Good day, and welcome to the arena. Is this your first time?
It is.
Excellent. So, are you ready to rise to the challenge? Or would you like a little reminder of the rules before? Unless,
I don't
of
need to
course,
know the rules.
you're just here to go over the basics and get in.
I wish to fight alongside the island hunter that was captured.
Really? You'd have to go in alone. Your friends will need to stay in the stands. Are you sure that this prisoner is worth risking your life for?
This man has been the victim of terrible injustice. I cannot stand aside without doing anything.
Oh, that's extremely noble of you. But it's just the sort of crazy idea that the crowd loves. I have to warn you, though. If you want to fight now, you will lose your bonus in the running challenges. So, what'll it be?
Justice cannot wait. I'm ready to fight.
Excellent. In that case, the arena awaits you.
Wolf.
What a show! You've won the affections of the crowd. And
Yeah,
when
all
the
I did
crowd
was shoot
makes
him
a
a bunch of
decision,
times.
it gets what it wants. You're free, prisoner.
I owe you my life, Onol Manawi. Blessed be the winds that have blown you to my side. By what name should I address you?
My name is Desade. In fact, it's your cousin the merchant that sent me. Follow me. Let's go and find him.
Ah, Onol Menawi. I'm glad to see you again. Oi, Ven. I'm so glad to see you alive.
Then you must thank this Onol Manawi. He fought to save me.
Thank you. May the grass always be soft beneath your feet.
Don't mention it. I also brought back your goods.
May the trees always bear you fruit. We owe you a lot. You should go see Ulan, the chief of Vignamri, my village. He wants to be friends with the Renaigse. Since you are a legate, you could talk to him.
Alright, I think I can buy stuff from him now.
Ah, on Olmenawi.
I'm just passing.
Not yet, apparently.
Blades,
Alright.
custom pieces made to order.
Oh, yeah, that's what I need to do. Side quests. One day, 14 hours.
Greetings. My caravan goes through all the cities, and the journey is safe. So, where would you like to go?
Thank you, but I'll continue on foot.
Come closer, good people. The cure is...
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to last year's fashion?
Okay, so it's just 10 minutes left. So I'm gonna finish exploring this map, because there's a little bit of outside the city areas. And then we will, continue on with the story. Magnificent feather from a chicken. would have cried if there was nothing up here. Bullets are objectively the most valuable currency in this game. Because almost every enemy that you encounter will be vulnerable to firearms damage. Except for the elemental stuff. Level 2. Murder the bandits. Fucking pick it up. Murder the bandits and steal everything they have. That's my MO. Banditize the bandits. We got 6 minutes left. There it is. Ran right past it. Chicken killer. Lockpicking level 2. No, I was just looking down there.
I need a bit of practice.
Okay, so that's as much as I can explore in this area right now, I think. Found a skill in this game, or are you talking about? Are you talking about Guild Wars? What are you talking about? Skill altar. Oh, I know. I'll get to your question in a second. I'm trying to figure out what the hell Murrow's talking about. But I suppose, alright, so how many countries do I think would join in on or support revolutionary forces fighting against the US government? In the case that something like that happens. I wouldn't count on anybody. And here's why. Most countries do not want to, don't want to risk the relationship they have with a world power. Right?
Honor Manawi, do you need something?
I must leave you. See you later.
What I would say is there's potential. There's potential support from Europe. You know, Europe is pretty strongly anti-Trump. I definitely would not count on Russia. China is a maybe. And that maybe is like maybe material support. They're not going to get involved. They're going to try and stay as far away as possible because China does whatever protects China. Whatever protects their interest, whatever furthers their interests. They don't have a moral alignment when it comes to international relations. They just don't. I would say that the majority of our support would likely be found in the more liberal European republics, and I'm sure that that would be non-existent to passive support until signs of victory were showing, and then it would be more aggressive. I'm not sure what Africa would offer, but I would assume that in terms of public support in Africa and everything, we would probably see support from them. Some South American countries, I would assume, we would see support from. In a sort of like a moral support, really, I would say. But the likelihood of somebody sending in their military to help us is extremely low. If something were to go completely sideways here. Basically, we would be on our own until it looked like we were winning. And then everybody would start helping us so that they can have good relations with us. I don't think they would do it to help. I think they would do it because the opportunity is arising. I don't think that it would necessarily be to provide assistance to any effort here for the population to resist fascism or genocide or whatever we might potentially be in store for. Oh yeah, there's achievements for defeating all the bosses, and then there's like a special achievement that you can get for getting the best ending. Yeah, I just had time to do it today and didn't have much else to focus on at the moment. Needed a break. From writing and or fretting.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to... Have you seen anything to your liking?
So, did they take the bait?
Yes, Your Excellency. And I am very happy to see you. One of them came to the shop yesterday. He gave me 24 hours to raise the money required, which means that the entire gang could appear any minute now.
Perfect. I'll hide and wait for their arrival. And rest assured, I will not let them go.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
I hope you have what we're looking for, my good friend. Our man with the silver coin is not known for his patience.
Well, I moved heaven and earth to collect the sum, but alas, I ran out of time.
More fool you if you think Egon will be satisfied with your sorry excuses. You know what happens to those who refuse to pay.
Leave this man alone at once. You're under arrest.
We'll see about that. And who will stop us? We are the guard.
You're nothing but bandits in disguise. Yield without a fuss and you'll have the right to a trial.
Really? And then it'll be the gallows? Do you think we're pushovers?
Bit of poison on my blade.
Then let's go! I'm eternally grateful, Your Excellency. You saved my trade and my life.
Yeah, Greedfall.
Their leader was
obviously not present. It's a great game.
I heard
it's
about
like
the man with the silver coin.
An allegory for the process of
This is the first time they
colonization.
told me his name.
If they let him escape,
And
it's
make some
only because they were
commentary
thinking
on
of killing
like
you.
I beg you, find
some
this Egon
pretty
and stop
obscure
him.
religious
None
concepts
of
like
us will be safe as long
the
as he's
concept of the
free.
divine council.
Don't worry. I don't intend to let him go.
Some other shit. You know, it's
Are your boots
different. Not really much else like this game.
We must find this Egon. At the barracks, perhaps.
It's surely a false name. The silver coin is probably a better lead.
Find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need to be.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent. Tear
Find the man with the silver coin. Where's he at? Is he over here?
So, men, how's it going?
Everything's fine, Lieutenant.
Nothing to report. All our friends are quiet.
Perfectly quiet. As soon as they hear about a silver coin, they start trembling.
Good. It would be a shame to have to make another example of them, right?
Oh, there's no need, Lieutenant. They've been as sweet as lambs since Renault's accident.
Accidents happen so quickly. I'm waiting for another delivery today. Have you seen your comrades?
No, they must have stopped at the tavern on the way. As soon as we see them, we'll send them your way, Lieutenant.
I hope those idiots aren't drinking my dew.
No one would dare do that to you, Lieutenant.
I hope not. Or I'll have to remind them that the silver coin can shake everyone, even the guards. Well, I'll leave you. I have urgent business to attend to. Now, don't forget to send me those drunkards.
Farewell, Lieutenant.
There's no doubt. Here is our man. Let's follow him discreetly.
Who are you? You're following me?
Indeed. We would like to talk to you about the silver coin, Egon. It's now or never.
How do you even see me?
Egon? You must be mistaken. I don't know anyone by that name.
Do not take us for fools. We heard you speak with your men.
I don't know what you've heard, but you're wrong. I'm not Egon.
Regardless, you are implicated in a murder and in the extortion of merchants. You are therefore under arrest. And we will finish by having you tell us who Egon is and where to find him.
Oh yes, we'll see about that.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
So, have you finally decided to follow us?
So you can torture me. You can do whatever you want. I'll not tell you anything. I don't know who Egon is. I'm just a middleman. You're wasting your time.
You must know more than you're willing to say. Come on!
I'd rather die.
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
The silver coin. His symbol of recognition. I have to show it to Manfred.
I have a feeling that Manfred is the silver coin.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
I conducted my investigation on the extortion organized by members of the Guard. I think I've put an end to it, at least temporarily. Unfortunately, I had to kill some of them as they were about to attack a merchant. But there are still some other soldiers involved that I should tell you about.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I will have these men arrested immediately. These foolish brutes not only harm your merchants, but the entire reputation of the Guard. But you said you've only put an end to it temporarily. What makes you think this criminality might resume?
Their leader is still on the loose. They call him Egon, although I doubt it's his real name. I got hold of one of his lieutenants. He was carrying a silver coin, which seems to be a symbol of recognition between the gang members. But the man preferred to die rather than tell us anything about his leader.
Loyalty? Or terror?
Terror, I fear. From the merchants to the guards, everyone seems to tremble in front of this Egon.
I don't know any guard of that name. But as you said, it's probably a pseudonym. Here, Your Excellency. Take this. On behalf of the Guard, to thank you for settling this case. And rest assured that I will conduct a thorough investigation on my side. I'll also make sure that in future the City Guard is made up only of men of trust.
Thank you. I will return to see how your investigation is going. I don't take this matter lightly.
Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Bit of poison on my
Let's
blade.
get rid of
And let's
these
go!
money bags.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
Who had lightning powers? Who did you see with lightning powers? Ah, shit. Well, there'll be a camp. We'll make it to the camp. I'm running like an over-encumbered fat baby. You can't even fat roll in this game, which is terrible. It's a crime against humanity. Are those bears? Yeah, buddy.
Bit of poison on my blade.
You're too over-encumbered to sprint. Don't you over-encumber these nuts? Where is it supposed to go? Yes, here. Camping in the woods. Merchant camps. Acquire a legendary item? What did I acquire that was legendary? Oh, that was my inventory. I was taking stuff out of the... Oh, that's better than I got on. increase her defense. What kind of cool shit this guy got this. Forging hammer. Al-Sad saber. Four-barreled pistol. Line Cape of the Knots. Sure, we'll get that. Always buy all the gun shit, all the explosive, cool stuff. All right. Oh yeah, that sounds like a terrible idea. Well, to answer your earlier question, how much destruction of institutions will it take for liberals to wake up? You're talking about a portion of the population that thinks that they can reform their way out of colonial contradictions. So, it's going to take a lot. It might never be possible. I wouldn't count on them. I wouldn't count on them, you know, working their way out of that. Oh, I need more willpower. Damn it. Do I have any stat points? I have 2 stat points. I got 2 skill points, okay. Science level 2, okay. Well, yes. I think I would say that the previous Trump administration saw the fastest growing number of people identifying as left-wing other than liberal. So people calling themselves socialist, whether or not they fully understood what that meant or not, is a different story. So I do see more and more people shifting left as a form of resistance. At the same time, you're going to see people shift right, or rather probably hide to avoid whatever they're afraid of. Basically, if you don't see somebody talking about more radical politics now, during this period of time, you need to know that you will probably never be able to trust that person. If that person isn't shifting in the right direction at this time, I would recommend that you never trust that person, ever. Like, they're not reliable, not sensible, dangerous people, because they don't have any principles. They have no desire to survive as a human being. Open a chest and find one bullet. Chicken Slayer. This is a campsite. Which should show me more of the local map. And it do be doing that. Bro's gonna be cutting that tree down for 400 gameplay hours. I mean, it's reasonable to feel anxious, but you know, shit's either gonna happen or it's not gonna happen. And I'm more of a hopeful person. Only because if there's one thing that the U.S. government excels at, it's doing absolutely nothing about shit that like actually matters. So when you're talking about
Unusual customers?
opinions that are objectively fringe, like even the people that voted for Trump really don't feel the same way that he does about everything, or the same way that the people he surrounds himself feel like. Because I've talked to, I mean, I work in an industrial capacity, so I've talked to people who voted Trump, and I listen to what they say, and I tell them, like, well, you know, these people that he's surrounding himself, they feel like this, and they don't like those ideas. And then I'm thinking to myself, well, then why did you vote for him? But it's because they're not thinking. They have no, you know, they're lacking historical knowledge. They're lacking political knowledge. You know, they probably met somebody in their life that was an annoying shitlib that wouldn't shut up, and decided they were going to fashion their whole entire being around being anti that, instead of being the authentic version of the radical politics that that person performs, and performs poorly. So, in my opinion, like, I don't think it's going to be as bad as everybody's catastrophizing. And while it's not exclusively white people, if you look online, white people are catastrophizing it more than other people. I'm not one. I mean, I am one that likes to laugh at things, but I'm not one that thinks that everything is a laughing matter per se. So there's some people that think that, oh, second Trump presidency, this is going to be so entertaining. I don't feel that way really either. These people are like, you know, the Trump administration. They're morons, but they're dangerous morons. They don't really have an understanding of how like statecraft even works. They don't understand diplomacy. They don't understand a lot of things. I mean, essentially, they're delusional. They're delusional people, dangerously delusional people. Or they think that not only that America is the toughest, which is factually not true. If you look at the military technology held by other nations, especially China, I don't believe for a second that we're the toughest in the world anymore.
And everything anyone else could too.
And secondarily, they just think that they're going to get to bully people. And if you pay attention to the news outside of the U.S., in New Zealand, in Africa, you know, even the resistance to the, you know, U.S. / neoliberal order, the world is becoming increasingly anti-colonial, and I think what we're gonna see is more more in line with a phenomenon like an extinction burst, where you see like a really violent reaction right before it disappears forever. And I do believe that that's something that we could experience. And violent in the very broad sense. Doesn't necessarily mean that people are going to be dying. It just means that there's going to be a lot of thrashing and gnashing of teeth.
And everything anyone else could too.
And
greetings, my lord.
Things of that
How
nature.
may I help you?
Oh, absolutely. I'm not telling you not to do anything. I'm absolutely not saying that. What I am saying is that I think that if people who are of our political ideology, materialists, people that tend to analyze evidence, take it in, and come up with a plan, instead of social media influencers, start directing how things are going, we'll have a lot easier time. We'll have higher survival rates. you'll have a smoother transition overall from where we're currently heading to where we're going to be. I've been saying for years that the next U.S. president would be the last one, and I wasn't necessarily under the impression that it would be a one-term. I thought that it could be possibly a two-term. So unless there's an alteration of term limits, it's obviously going to be one term. I'm not the only person that feels that way. I'm probably preaching to the choir with the people who would tune into me, but the further we move away from the idea that we can reform a colonial entity such as the United States of America, and the closer we move towards the idea that this is not going to work, and that it can be dismantled, and should be. I don't think things will change until people get that into their head. I think it's going to be easier now because I feel like the incoming administration will dismantle a lot of things that people identify with Americanism, the institutions and such, and I think it's important that we don't amplify the despair of people who have no plan, because it's easy to sink into despair when you have no plan or no idea or no community, which is built into the fabric of American society, is the alienation and the installation of false identiological concepts such as whiteness. It's easier to just assume that this is the end of everything when you don't have those things. And I'd recommend that if you feel like you don't have those things, that you make efforts to have those things. Connect with people, your neighbors. Even if they don't agree with you 100%, talk to them, learn about them, find out what they like, find out what they don't like. I can guarantee you that with most of the people that live around you, they have something in common with you. It could be a type of food that you guys both seem to get at the same restaurant. It could be a hobby. It could, there's lots of ways to connect with people, and that's how we're all going to survive this, is through community. And exactly. And I think even some of the Trump supporters that I've spoken to that voted for him but don't, that they've somehow deluded themselves into thinking that Project 2025 isn't part of his goals, even though it was explicitly stated as such, and his name is in it like 47 times or something like that. When you tell them this is what's going to happen and this is what happens, you gain credibility, right? When you start saying that everybody's going to the camps and everything's going to fall apart and the whole world's going to end in nuclear war, this only appeals to people who are very scared, and those people are not scared. They're delusional, right? So it's better to make smaller predictions that are more accurate than ones that are grandiose and everything's going to fall apart. I tell people all the time that we're going to survive this, and we are. And it maybe not all of us, and that's unfortunate, and I might be in that that category of people who don't make it, but I think that I know enough people who are good people that everybody's going to make it through. That's just how I feel about it.
I imagine that your customers are mostly miners.
Yes. For this reason, I mostly sell supplies and tools. But as you can see, I have some other riches. I'm sure this village will eventually grow larger. Who knows? Maybe this alley will become more lively.
Correct. Because currently, there is no reason for them to go, this is damage control. Because that's not an option anymore, right? That option, we had that option, it failed. Right? I am under no delusion that anybody could have pushed the Democratic Party further left. Especially when they, at every opportunity they have, pander to the right. However, the reasons I feel like people weren't voting for Democrat, which is that the Democrats wouldn't aggressively attempt to stop the genocide in Gaza, I mean, you know, genocide against Palestinians, wasn't really a great argument because now there's going to be no Palestine. Donald Trump is going to throw everything that he has behind Israel because his daughter is married to a family friend of Benjamin Netanyahu. There is a settlement in the Golan Heights named after Donald Trump. I just don't understand the delusion of why people didn't make that sacrifice to ease it a little bit more, but that's neither here nor there. We're now at risk of native nations are at risk of losing territory to eminent domain seizures, as that's a stated goal in Project 2025. There's obviously the more publicly known things like anti-trans rhetoric, you know, restrictions on women's health, restrictions on women's right to autonomy, not even outside of the medical arena. To me, regardless of how anybody who you know, is inside or outside of my community feels about it, the election felt like white bigots voting for bigotry and other white people crying about how the selections that they have weren't good enough. And the reason why the selections that they have aren't good enough, and that there was not a single party running, even socialist parties, that was not in favor of Israel. And I don't care what PSL people say, that's a lie. I don't care what CPUSA people say, that's a lie. Their party supports two-state solution and supports Israeli sovereignty over territory that they don't actually own. They, you know, people online spend a lot of time, especially on Twitter, dunking on liberals instead of doing the educational work needed so that there is no more liberals. And it leads us to have terrible choices in elections. So we have what we have. This is the hand that we were dealt, and this is a game that you can't walk away from the table. So I think I'm just lucky that I'm a gambling man. I have a feeling that if they are somehow able to gain enough support to use eminent domain to seize Lakota or Navajo territory, because those are probably the two first that will be seized. The Navajo is the most populous internal nation within the borders of the United States. And natives tend to be armed. The Cherokee is that's a complex discussion. There's over 40 fake Cherokee tribes. You know, anytime that you start discussing any of the quote-unquote 5 civilized tribes, there's a lot of fuckery at play. Well, the Oklahoma Territory isn't just home to Cherokee. I think there's actually, I think all 5 of the civilized tribes actually live in Oklahoma. Like their territories are currently in Oklahoma. So, I'm just saying that the Dene Nation, the Navajo Nation, is the most singular populated nation. And they're survivors. You know, they were pushed out of that territory and they came back to it. And took it back, historically speaking. So, you know, the Lakota have also won military conflicts against the United States government. So I think those two places being where the majority of the resources that they're seeking are held, makes them the most likely to go first. I've seen a lot of, I shouldn't say a lot, I've seen enough that it makes me uncomfortable of Dene people online being pro-Trump, but the initial exit polling, which showed that 65% of natives voted for Trump, was only questioned 229 native people did not check for status cards. It was just self-identifying. And when a more accurate picture was taken, you know, of the population across the entire United States, only 7% of native people voted non-Democrat. So I feel like that exit poll was put out by somebody to create conflict between black and native people, and that there's also been an uptake of like weird super minorities, like less than 1% of the population of the black community, claiming that they're the original natives, and that Native Americans were imported from Siberia by the Europeans to displace black people who are native to the North and South American continents. So there's a lot of online psyop type content that's dedicated to creating conflict between black and native people right now, and I would suggest, not that anybody would come across it, but if you do, treat it with extreme suspicion.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Alright, so I didn't actually get much gameplay here because we've been doing a little bit of yapping, but I'm gonna get off of here in a few minutes. Let's see, where do I need to go? We'll go through the old mines and find out what's in here. I don't remember what's in here. The majority of the, like I said, the majority of the small, they're like, I want to be so intently, like, intense when I say this. It's a very, very, very small minority of the black community that purports this. And I'm not qualified to commentate on it. If I had to make an analysis of it, to me, their position actually seems rooted in anti-blackness and anti-Africanness. And the reason that I say that is they don't want to be black. They don't want to be African. Or they'll claim like, oh, I'm proud of being black, but I'm not African. And it's like, bruh, just like, why be like that? But the main communities that do that are the Black Hebrew Israelites. I would say I'd say that's probably the majority of them, and their sort of delusion is actually based in Mormonism. Even though they claim to be the real Jews as well as the real natives, interestingly. But their mythology is the same mythology as Mormons. And of course, if you know anything about Mormonism, you'll know that Mormonism, I don't know about functionally now, because I'm not a Mormon and never have been, but their foundational documents are very anti-black, going so far as to say that the reason why people have black skin is because they're possessed by demonic energy or possessed by sin, and that's what turns their skin darker colors. Interestingly enough, there's also a portion of white Mormons who also believe that they're the true natives to the North American and South American continent, so the Delulu runs deep in things tied to Mormonism. What would you think would happen if that happened? Would subs become radical? I would hope. I would hope. I would hope that settlers would become radicalized. Their best chance of survival is to embrace the fact that they're not going to be in control anymore. Not that they really are. It's just the sort of delusion that crafting level 1. What do I need? Don't I have gloves for that? Craftsmanship +1. Let's go! And which I feel like people who are tuning into me probably already understand that. They probably already understand that, like, in order for humanity to survive, they need to sit in the backseat for a little while.
I can't do that.
Damn it. There's something back there, isn't there? Whoa! Bats. Oh, lots of bats.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
But there's still a pretty large contingent of, you know, white people that consider themselves radical, but actually their positions aren't all that radical. Like, wanting free healthcare is not, it's not radical at all. You know, wanting healthcare is a right, or water is a right, or housing is a right. These are not radical positions. These are positions that Native nations have held for centuries, so. To me, you know, the litmus test for who counts as being radical needs to change drastically. Because it's not the 1960s anymore, and being a radical isn't just war bad. Okay, so wait, is there something I'm supposed to do? Why did it give me a cog? For this, right? Okay. Probably tied to some kind of quest advancement. Either way, I have the cog. We're all cogged up here.
Good grief. These are some unusual customers.
All right. I think